Divine greetings, Masters. Very good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. This is Madhu Soni welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English Group. Very warm welcome, Masters, and thank you so much for joining. So, without further ado, let us first give our gratitude to the Masters, requesting everyone to keep your hands near your heart. Let us join our hands and let us close our eyes and with full emotion and invocation of all the divine beings and all the Masters, let us pray to them and let us ask for guidance and give our gratitude to the masters. So, masters, do keep open your videos and let us give gratitude with great respects, regards, and gratitude to all the masters by taking a deep breath in. Masters, take a deep breath in and think about the masters, how much they have done for us. So many blessings they have given us. We are very, very grateful, masters, for each and every blessing, grace that you have showered upon us. We are very, very grateful to each and every master from all the divine realms, ascended realms, the Param Guru Mandali realms, the Saptrishi Mandal masters, the Siddhas, teachers, healers, mentors, and gurus, the spiritual angelic astral masters, our great grandmaster Pitamaha Brahmarishi Patri Sir, Mahavatar Babaji, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Father Universe, Sun, Moon, constellations. Thank you so much, Masters, for guiding us, safeguarding us, protecting us, sharing your divine wisdom and knowledge. Thank you so much for the same. Thank you for giving us understanding to understand the metaphysical subjects and occult sciences. Thank you so much. Thank you for keeping us under your guidance, sharing your divine wisdom and knowledge, and also helping us connect with your consciousness. The soul plan purpose that we have come here with, may we get to fulfill the same, may we align with the same, and may we fulfill our journeys, soul journeys and life journeys by keeping us in alignment. Thank you so much, Masters. May we get to know our truth, may we speak our truth, may we choose truth, may we choose truth with unconditional love, compassion, and kindness. May we be authentic with ourselves and others and follow this path with utmost honesty, justful ways, and righteousness. Thank you to each and every master for guiding us so far, blessing our lives with abundance and prosperity, and showering your divine energies, presence, and consciousness. Thank you so much, Masters. Thank you to all the meditators for sharing your precious time, space, and energy. May you continue to do so. May you help not only awaken your own self, but also others. And may we ascend ourselves. May we go on to higher dimensions, higher realms, and higher learnings as we have awakened ourselves. Thank you so much, Masters. So thank you, everyone. Welcome again to our this wonderful, time here. So, 1 second. I totally forgot about this, that some of the things are not here with me. Some of the things are in my another laptop, the old one, right? So give me a second, Masters. 1 second. I will share it with you all in just 1 minute. So let me first add myself again. Oh, come on. Don't say that. Yeah. So hello everyone. So today we will be doing the circle of fire, and page number is in the PDF, page number 59 to 63. So today the chapter that we are going to do is on wedding day. Basically it's about the wedding day, the union, that is what they are talking about. So this book, The Circle of Fire, has been written by Don Miguel Ruiz. Okay, Don Miguel Ruiz is the author of this book. He has written many other books. It's a Toltec wisdom. Toltec means the word Toltec. It means that you are the artist of your life, meaning you are the creator of your life. What you want, you can create. So it is very, very important that we create only those things that we want in our life. So today's chapter that we are going to read is all about the wedding day, the union that we need to come in, with whom we need to come in. It's definitely all about when you talk about wedding day. It's about the union of the masculine and the feminine. But in terms of what? And so, not only that, I'm not gonna twist the, understanding to that male and female. No, it's just about your partner. Who is your partner? And before you were associated with your partner, when you married them or when you came into union, who you were, how you were, and did you actually live the life that you really wanted to? Certain times in this book that the author is saying, he's saying about the coming of two people together, two partners. And that is very, very interesting to know that we have lived a life by ourselves for a period of time when we were with our parents, right? But once we have lived this life, and later on when we get married, maybe it has been chosen for us, or it has been, you know, uh, or we chose, right? One second. Oh, one second, masters. Mhm. I think, yeah, I'll make myself host, make co-host. Yeah, okay. One second, masters. Yeah. So this is where he is saying that when we come into union, we are actually coming into union with our divine partners, our love. Who is that love? Certain times we marry with that person who is basically chosen by our parents, our elders, or the person who we love is being chosen by our own self, right? So that time when we actually start this journey, we start this as the new beginning of our life, new beginning, the start of a new beginning. And that is what the new life. Earlier you were, behaving in a certain way, but after you marry your partner, or this special day that comes into your life, what does it hold? This special day, what does it have? What kind of importance does it have in your heart? Okay. Now imagine that, so author is saying, imagine that today is your wedding day. Now, when I say picture this time, masters, I would say, if today is our wedding day, imagine yourself. I don't want you to go in the khatti mithi yadein, okay? I don't want you to go there. Just for a small period of time, let us take a small period of time. Just imagine you are getting married to so and so person, be it your very lovable partner, or maybe you knew that partner, or maybe you didn't knew that partner. So this is your wedding day now today. Now you're getting married. What kind of you have expectation of the joy and happiness, basically, right? They are saying that imagine that you are the bride and the man you will marry is the perfect partner for you. So he is exactly the kind of person you have always dreamed of, okay, marrying. All is perfect and you want to be ready for this union. Now, what does it mean? They say, what does it mean to be ready for this union? And how are you going to treat one that you love them so much? So, who is that divine partner who you are going to love? That is what is very, very important, masters. So, hey, here, masters, do let me, like, I need to see you guys. If I'm talking, it's like, let us show our faces, right? What's the point only that you're showing your face? Yeah, if you are all keeping your video off, let me also keep my video off. That way it will be balanced, right? So, show me your faces. It will be much better than, me talking segregatedly or like by my own self. Anyhow. So he says, that check yourself for this wonderful union. What are the thoughts you have in your mind? The people you have in your life, you know, who are those people who you love, who you care, the one who you are going to be in union with, who that person is, how are you going to treat that person that you love so much? So, are you going to, um basically that person who you are getting married to, I hope like they are giving you that time to express yourself, you know and also, you are able to respect your own freedom and their own freedom. So it goes both ways. When you are getting married to someone, or when you are getting into union with someone, are you really loving that person? If you have loved that person, are you ready to let them make those decisions without interfering, like your interference? Are you going to let them do whatever they want? Are you not going to crib, or being argumentative, or having any fights? Or are you just going to, because you love that person, what do you do when you are in love with that person? What do you do, masters? Just imagine you love a person so much that you are ready to do each and everything for them. Have you ever thought about your children? How many of you love your children? We all love our children, right? We all love our children. And this is the thing that we need to understand. So this is not written in the book, okay? This is not written, the example that I'm giving at this time about the children. The author is definitely saying about the partners. But at this time, I'm just trying to make you understand who this partner can be. In this lifetime, your partner can be actual partner, the one who you are living with, be it was chosen by you or by someone else. But you got into the union. Now you're thinking, how should I spend my life with that person? But I will take you back to some other example of mine. The example is, think about your children. So when you had your children, you are ready to do anything for them. Why? Because you delivered them, or the person who gave you the seed had given you so much energy, life of creation, that you were able to have both the feminine and masculine aspect in that baby, and you were able to deliver them. But the point is, because it is of on your own blood, you made it, you had the power to create, you created that. Now whenever our child or children, they get into some conflict or some challenges, some issue, what are we going to do when they come to us by, like, maybe they just had a fight with you? Somebody, like yesterday also we was talking, our teenagers or elder adults, children who became adult now, or even the youngsters, they are there, and they just had a, like, we just had a bad argument with them, but still something happens and they are in that state of crying, and they are crying uncontrollably. What are you going to do in that case, masters? You are going to go and say, right? You can definitely unmute yourself and say, I'm not going to hold you all. It's just I'm going to give unmute option to everyone. So just answer me. What are you going to do when your child comes to you, or maybe they don't come to you, but they are crying profusely in front of you, but they
You
don't come
just
and ask you for
Try to
help.
console them.
con-
Console them, whether you have fought with them or not, right? That is called unconditional love. Meaning, I know you are the mother, I know you are the parent, or you already know that you are the mother and father of that boy or girl. This will be that unconditional love that you are going to be giving them by consoling them, by asking them, letting go of all the fights and arguments, and just calming yourself down to ask them what happened, right? And you will make sure that they get out of that issue, challenge, right? Why? Because that is your own creation, because you love that, because that is like you have kept them in your womb for 9 months. For women especially, for men, actually they get this feeling when the child is there in the mother's baby, they take care of the mother and the baby. They have that understanding that now I'm going to be a father, and so the connection has to be built by the mother for the children, and that happens naturally, right? But not only that, because that unconditional love is there, And that unconditional love is basically letting us let go of all the unforgiving attitude of that child. Now, just imagine you are getting married. Now, you are on that wedding day, you are the bride. Okay. Now, what is happening? Have you seen yourself when you are the bride? You can imagine very easily, right? What were that time? And now you. I want to laugh. I really want to laugh. How many of you will regret that day? And how many of you will not regret that day? We all have regrets, right? We all have regrets. But then we are living that life, right? Because certain times we want to live, certain times we want to, it's okay, done now. This was the first and last, I don't want to go through that again. We all say that, right?
I
So
just said that this evening only, Madhuji, so it's very fresh.
my God. Wow. Oh my God. Right on target, right? Like somebody has something that is whatever I'm saying is anyway. But thank you so much for letting me know. The point is this is what we are going to say when we have fights with our partners. But let us let go of all these manipulations. Let us let go of all these unforgiving attitude. Let us just remember that I love this person who I married. And this is the person that I loved so much, so I got married. Or this is the person that I was married to, now I love that person because they are in my life. Or I am that person who is living with that person who has become my love now, right? So the point is that love, that equation of love is there in your relationship. So once you get married, what all thoughts you have? Are you ready to live a life with that person who you are getting into union with? And with what thinking you must have done that? What were your expectations? What were your feelings on that day when you were getting into union? So the feelings can be how that man will be, how I'm going to live my life, tomorrow what will be the day after honeymoon or not so whatever moon. The point is how
Not so whatever mood. I
not
like
so
that.
wonderful. Yeah, because some people do also have that, right? That is also another criteria. Some people, they want to have honeymoon, but they cannot have honeymoon. They get to have it after some time. The point is, it depends, right? So not so whatever moon. They are still in that phase of honey and moon. The point is everything is honey, honey, everything is moon. The point is they are ready to celebrate that honeymoon, but people are not giving them time to celebrate. So that is also the case. But on this, all these criteria, when you all come into the union of with your partners, what are your expectations? You will say, okay, I will let him, do whatever he wants, or you did not have the thinking also. But for people who had loved their partners, who already know their partners beforehand, their marriage, not by the parents, but you got to know by them by your own self when you met, right? And so that is also very important. What are your thinking when on the night of your union, what will you think that I'm gonna give my all to him or her, and I'm gonna let them do what they want. So, are you going to let them decide? If you love them, what are you going to do? Like how your children are. Children and partners are very separate. But the feeling of unconditional love can be there between you and the child, right? But that same kind of love that you are ready to give to your children, are you ready to give to your partner? Are you ready to give to the one who you love? Are you ready to let them have their own decision making? You are not going to manipulate, are you? And so that is very important. So that is what it says. That are you ready to, like, what does it mean to be ready for the union? How are you going to treat the one you love so much? And how are you going to treat someone who allows you to express yourself completely? So the person who you are getting into union, they are going to love you so much. So the person who loves you, how are you going to treat that person who loves you so much? Now, and who doesn't have like need the who doesn't have the need to control you? How will you treat someone who loves you just the way you are and not the way you are? But because of what you are, someone who never mistreats you or speaks unkind words to you, someone who respects you so much that you can be whatever you want to be, do whatever you want to be. feel whatever you want to feel. So here, yeah, Sheelam, do you have something to say?
Yeah.
Who is that? Sonalji? Or anyhow. So the point is, masters, my thing here is to understand that the person who loves you unconditionally, are you going to mistreat him or mistreat her? Or are you going to just do whatever you want and not let him take the decision? Or so the feeling of unconditional love here, that what I want to put forth in front of you all is, if you are that person who loves unconditionally, when you love someone, when you love someone, what happens? You find freedom. You find yourself blooming like a flower. You grow with that love. You rise with that love. You don't fall in love. You don't fall down. Like you don't fall down. Like fall down in love. You rise in love. You bloom in love. You grow in love. You do when a person who loves you unconditionally, who stands by you unconditionally without harming you, you have won the world. You will go to great extents, great lengths to do whatever you can for that person. But if he or she breaks your heart for one time, maybe second time, third time, and it goes on like that, you won't like to do anything for them. But here he says that, are you ready for this relationship? Can you allow your beloved to be himself without any judgment? Can you love him just the way he is without trying to change him? Can you respect your beloved so much that you never have to tell him how to be, what to believe, what not to believe? Can you love him so much that you never put restrictions on the expression of his life, on the expression of his spirit? Are you able to love him this way? And more, he says that it's like, you are not manipulating anything. You're letting them be whatever they want to do. Can you do that? Do you have that in you? So, yes, Raniji, you have something to say before I go ahead in the next paragraph.
No, I wanted to unmute myself. I was not able to, so that's why I raised my
Oh,
hand. So
oh,
nothing that important, but just to add to your that yes, we can let that person be, but something which a married couple only learns after years of
getting,
staying together, living together,
yeah,
that you can hate some parts and be really very angry. But if it is real love, or if you love that person, you may be angry for that moment and for that particular reason. And after some time, you just cool down because you love that person, right? So, but there may be a moment where you really want to say that I hate you so much, like you're the only person, or you're one person I hate the most. It can also happen. And I am learning that it's just a part of loving that person too.
yeah, when you love someone, you have to love his bad side and the good side, both the sides. You cannot just love only one side of him because that looks good, or that is very feasible for you, or that is very feasible for anyone. The point is, so when we start loving a person, we have to take the good part and the bad part also. And that is what actually the love is. That is what the author is trying to tell us. That
Okay.
imagine that this is like just like a marriage with your beloved, being married to love is a choice. Living with your life with love is a choice. So close your eyes for a moment and imagine how you would relate to the rest of the world if love was always moving through you. So, how would you react to people who are all around you when you have only love? That is the only thing that you have in your heart and mind, in your body, that love energy, only love. So, somebody does something, what you are going to do? Are we going to crib about it, or because we have love, so we are just going to accept and move on, right? Accept and move on, or accept and let go of all the fights and arguments, let go of all the blaming game, you know, he did or she did. The point is, we are going to have this. So, here the author is also saying, are you ready for this wedding? Can you love and give your love just the way your beloved does? So, it goes both ways. It's not the one way, right? So, can you devote your entire life to love? And so that every expression of your life, everything you say and do is because of love. Now, another thing that we said, can you let this love move through you and imagine what would you say, what you would feel, what you would do if love was moving through you? Imagine how you would relate with your mother, your father, your spouse, your son or daughter, your friends, your boss, or co-workers with any or anybody on the street. Suppose somebody comes along and they just push you with the shoulder and you're like, we do this. Like we certain times we are so irritated. But as we have started learning the spiritual lessons, spiritual science.
मैं चुप को जागे चला
Oh, 1 second, Master. Sonal ji is talking to her granddaughter. Okay. So the point is, how are you going to treat, especially for those people who are listening or will be listening, where we have people in our lives who we fight with or argue with, right? We all do. The point is, even our siblings, when we fight with them, the point is, just imagine if we have just the love equation in our heart, only love in mind, heart, body, how are we going to treat these people? Think about it. Take 1 minute. I want everyone to answer this. What are you going to do? I want the answer. So I'm just taking 1 minute, masters.
So your question is for others?
Yeah, my question. Yeah, everyone who is here, everyone.
Yeah, what is the question, Madhuji, again?
Imagine you have love going through you, okay? Imagine you have this love only, this love feeling or love is only there in you, nothing else, no other emotion, only love. Then how are you going to treat everyone in your family, your relationship? How are you going to treat them? Think about it. Be it your mother, father, spouse, children, in-laws, siblings, brothers and sisters, or anyone.
If you only have love, then I think you'll be treating everyone equally, right? No,
Yes.
no judgment and no partiality, because you only have love. And if you have love for everyone, then everybody is equal, be it your enemy, be it your friend.
No, they are saying with love, what will happen? You have love, right? You have like anyway. Let's hear from Nirja ji also.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
Maybe
Nirja ji.
I'm just thinking that I read it in some other book. Taking it from there is that you try to look at their point of view, maybe.
Uh-huh.
So you're because you love, you're trying to be patient to understand that point of view. So you're not just jumping to conclusions, but you're trying to get their
Yeah,
point of view.
but anybody else would like to share? Just before I say, 1 second. Yeah. So here he says, Master says that, when you have love, what is love, Master? The first thing that comes to your mind is, what is love? Let us answer that. Anybody, Rani ji?
Love, for me, when I think of love, I think of my kids and I think of my mom. So that's love for me.
Yeah, but no, I mean to
It's
say,
just a deep connection and understanding
so when you
other
love
heart too.
someone, what are you going to do for them?
Anything.
Anything, right? That
Yes.
means regardless of good or bad, you will do
Correct.
anything for them when you love
Correct.
them, right? That means you are going to give them freedom for whatever they do, right?
Not to the children.
No, that's what. Because you love your children, when they say, no, mama, I want it. I want it. You will say, finally, you will give in and say, okay,
Yeah,
Baba, do it,
that
right?
has happened. Yeah, that has happened. Yes.
And that will happen. So that is what he says, the author says, that when you love someone or when the love is there, well, love, what is love? Love is freedom. Love is azadi, freedom to do whatever you want. When you love someone, you let them be themselves. You don't hold them back or you don't hold them or control them. You let them do what they want to do. You don't judge them, you don't criticize them, you don't argue with them, you don't manipulate them, you are not interfering in their decisions, whatever decisions they are taking.
But even
You
if they're
don't.
taking wrong decisions,
That is what. If you have unconditional love, you let them do whatever they want to do. The
But
point is,
isn't that
no, no,
different for a mother?
no, no. Okay. Now, remove yourselves, all of you, remove yourselves from thinking about the other person if they are doing wrong. Think that everyone is doing right, but what are you going to do? Don't judge them. That is what the author is saying. Don't judge them. Don't criticize them, right? Just let them do what they want to do because you love them. The point is, you love them. Just imagine if you're loving them now today, whoever we are, whichever way we are, in whichever life we are, like whatever life we are living, with whomsoever we are living, they are our partners, be it a man or a woman. Imagine that you just have this feeling of unconditional love. What would you do if there was someone who loved you unconditionally? They love you unconditionally, and you are given all rights to do everything. What is that feeling? Think about it. How does that feel? How does that sound when I say this? That you are free to do anything you want to do. There's no one controlling you, there's no one judging your actions, your words. They are just loving you unconditionally. Regardless of whoever your partner is, maybe they don't love you at this time. Maybe they don't like you. Maybe they get irritated. The point is, just suppose they are that person that they have changed now, totally changed. They love you unconditionally. Now, what are you going to do?
I I I mean, it could be
I mean to
easy,
say, let us
but
put this.
I think that it's humanly not possible. It's only um, the God who can do that unconditionally
No,
and
no, no,
do
no. It's not
this.
like he's saying that imagine that today your wedding day will change your life forever in every way. Imagine living your life without judging or blaming other people because you love. You never speak against anyone. The urge is the urge to gossip is over. You have nothing to say but words of love about everyone. With the eyes of love, your whole reality has changed. Everything looks beautiful to you. With the eyes of love, you see the greatness in all the people around you. It doesn't matter what is coming out of their mouths, right? And you can see what is behind all their emotional wounds, behind the anger, behind the hate, behind the jealousy. And you can see that all those emotions coming out of them are just the result of being abused, mostly by themselves because of little or no self esteem. And then imagine how you would treat yourself if love was moving through you all the time. What would you think about yourself? So now he says about that imagine you yourself before the union. Have you ever loved yourself this unconditionally? First of all, no, we haven't loved. We always have given love and care to somebody else, to everyone else except us. And that is what he's saying. Imagine how would you treat yourself if love was moving through you all the time. What are we going to do? We would say, hey, it's okay if you were not able to, get victory of this, or you were not able to complete a project or something, or maybe you are sick, but you still have to finish the workload or finish something, and but you love yourself so unconditionally that you say, it's okay, Madhu, or it's okay, Rani, it's okay, Nirja. Let's go and let's have a good rest. Would you put yourself in that resting state? You wouldn't have. You haven't had done that in years. How many of you would say yes, we haven't done that?
Me.
Yeah, me too. I actually have learned uh, after a very long time in the past, when my daughter was 4 or 6 years old, we used to continuously have arguments on small, small things, trivial, like non-trivial matter. And it would be like, I would think like, why are we even doing that? I'm not happy because certain things I have to do out of responsibility. I don't want to do, but because I'm a woman, Indian family, we are made to think like we have to do such certain things because it is our job, and it had to be told to me as if they have put this ingrained in me, and I have to follow that. And that was actually, I used to hate that. I still hate it. I still hate it. But hating is a very big word. Just imagine if this love was there everywhere. Only love is present. What would our partners do? Would they judge us? No. Would they manipulate us? No. Would they do certain things that would not make us feel happy? They won't do all those things. So it took so much time for me to come out of that shell to today where I am at this time now. 1 year back, I was not in that condition. Things have changed. But the point is, was it changed by, my husband? No. Was it changed by me? Yes, maybe. But because I wanted a certain thing in my life, so I wanted that, right? Either I want this or I want out, right? That kind of thing you want for everyone. We would like that, right? Some of the people they can do that, but some of the people we don't want to, right? I don't want to, you don't want to. The point is because we are living a life where we are in the society with so many taboos and dramas and societal pressures, familial pressures, right? And so it becomes very, very difficult. But that is what he's saying, that how you must have treat yourself if you would have just love in your equation. What judgments would you have about yourself if love was moving through you? If you began to treat yourself with love, can you imagine all the changes that would happen? So imagine these changes like magic in your life. And this changes can actually just make you, be not angry. This change can bring like so much love into you that maybe you would never become angry. That is what he says. So right away, you would let go of any anger left in your mind against anyone who had ever hurt you. You wouldn't have the need to forgive anyone because there would be nothing to forgive. So there are many, many scenarios he's talking about. When you have love, there is no one stopping you. You are free to do what you want to do. You are not stopping your partner also. You are talking in a very nicely and sweet way to all your relationships, all your family members, all your equations. You have no fight, no arguments. Everyone understands you without you even saying a word, because everyone loves you. Everyone loves you and you love everyone. And there is no feeling of hate or anger or control or judgment or criticism around you. There's no fear. When love is present, love is called freedom. Freedom is God. And when we say God, that means there is no fear, right? So why, when you have love, what happens? Why do we why we get angry, why we control, or why we are judgmental? Because we are fearful, because we have fear in our lives. So when we have fear in our lives, we will actually, out of fear, we think, oh, somebody will judge us. Because of that fear of judgment, we tend to do many things. We do people pleasing. Suppose if nobody needs people pleasing, that fear of, if I don't do people pleasing, nobody will get hurt or nobody will be angry. Things will work smoothly for me, even in office, right? Even with people who I work with. The point is, why do we people please? Because we are fearful. Why do we people please our family members, our relatives, elders, or partners? Because we are fearful. Now, another thing is why we tend to do certain things in our lives with our children, because we are fearful. So much fear in our lives. We are not living without fear. We are living with fear. That is why there's no love. Because fear is the D part of the opposite part of, so the opposite of God, when you reverse the word, is a dog, right? So that is, wow. I have a enlightening thought at this time. As soon as I said that, God equals to, the opposite of God is dog. So certain times in tarot cards, we have this dog energy coming. Now I have this another understanding of what can happen, you know. Anyway, the point is, coming back to our book. This is where I want to say to you all, love is freedom and freedom is God. And if freedom is God, God is divine. Wherever divinity is present, there is no fear. But when we are fearful, fear energy is not divine. It is the opposite of divine, demonic, right? As they say. And when we are living with this kind of energy, what are we instilling in our lives? The undivine way to live everything. Then we have arguments, we have problems, issues, challenges. But when we have love in our lives, we will have no problems, no issue, no challenge. We don't have to explain it to anyone. We are free bird. We are freely doing everything what we need to do. There is no judging, no criticizing. Everyone will be equal, like how Rani ji said. Everyone will be equal because everyone will have the same payment, same amount of money, same amount of things. There will be no partiality, no judgments, nothing. And that is what he says, that how you have treated yourself before you are married. Have you treated yourself unconditionally with love? No, you didn't. Or maybe you did. But the point is you never did. So when you started giving love to that other person. You gave your all to that person. And when you did not get that in return, how did you feel? Now you were in that revenge state, fear state. If he does not love me, if she does not love me, where will I go? So we need to have their attention. We ask for more attention. We ask, hey, what were you doing? Where were you? What are you? You should have done this. You should have done that. How much fear we are creating in our lives, and that is what he is saying. That is what Don Miguel Ruiz is saying. Now he says, now remember your life before you were married to love. Where was the self respect? How many times did you judge yourself and make yourself feel badly? How many times did you speak against yourself? Not only to yourself, but to other people also. How many times you have spoken against ourselves? We have made fun of our own self. What kind of limitations did you place on the expression of your life? How did you treat your beloved before you married love? Who was your beloved, and how, before marriage, how you spoke with them when you married for love? Where was the respect for the one you supposedly love? After marriage, after that coming into union, you just left everything. That transparency comes, right? You become more and more transparent with your partner. Or certain times are we start hiding some certain things. So we become, I would say, we become opaque, not translucent, but we become opaque. Now we are hiding everything. So what was the respect for the one? Sorry, where was the respect for the one you supposedly love? How many times did pride push you into conflicts with the people you love the most? If you see the way you treated yourself and everyone else before you were married to love, you will surely renounce that kind of life and accept love in your life. So during a baptism, the minister might ask, do you renounce Satan? I hope you are all understood, right? Do you renounce Satan? Question mark. Do you accept God? Another sentence, I am asking you something similar. Do you renounce the way you used to treat yourself? Do you renounce the way you judged yourself and found yourself guilty and punished yourself and everyone else? Do you accept love in your life? So, how many of you will say, do you accept love in your life? We will say, yes, we do, right? But how we treated ourselves before we married for love or before we married someone who was our partner? How many times we must have judged ourselves, right? How many times we have treated ourselves in a bad way? So, do you accept love in your life? Do you accept that you can live an eternal romance with God? That is the real meaning of the baptism, a marriage with God. But we can also call it a marriage with love. So now here, when he calls that your marriage with the one, is basically he's talking about God. That unconditional love feeling, the feeling of freedom, is God, the divine energy. When you come into the union with the divine energy, that bhakti that starts flowing, that love that starts flowing, it actually tells you, propels you to go forward without any fear, to be free from everything, to be free and do anything. No one is stopping you. Nobody is stopping you. You are free to do anything you want. And that is what the feeling is. So when you allow your heart to be filled with love for yourself, your life changes completely. You are no longer the same because you renounce fear, anger, sadness, jealousy. You renounce suffering and emotional drama. And you accept love and joy in your life. And what you find is that you don't need to try so hard to be happy. Your life becomes easy, wonderful, and beautiful. This could be the most wonderful day of your life. So today could be really be your wedding day, the day you have a reunion with yourself, the real you. So here now the author is saying the reunion with your own self, the real you, the old you, but now the real you, where you are not doing any people pleasing, where you are not fearful of anybody. Just imagine how much drama happens in our families, anybody's family. And because of that fear, because we don't want to go through that equation of fight, arguments, manipulation, we tend to say yes to things which we don't want. And we do that because we understand that they will judge us, they will not understand us, they don't have that caliber or capability to understand this feeling of love. And we do this to people please because out of fear. We have so much of fear in our lives. And this fear can be found in so many things, words, the way we act and do behave. Everything is all about, because the drama, we don't want drama in our lives. So what do? We say, okay, 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 yeah, we'll do it. We'll say that, right? Be it our husband, I don't want to do certain thing, but just because he wants to do it, I'll say, okay, because I know it will be a difficult battle with him, you know. I don't want to go through that battle. I don't want to argue with him. I can win, but the point is, it will be a losing fight. It will be a losing battle. Then, because he'll say, okay, from now on, if you're not doing this, I'm gonna not do this with you, right? And then I say, okay, I'll see to that. And then after some days, hey, please kar do na, right? We will do that. It is like, be it this way or that way. The point is, at the end of the day, we all need to understand that one day we will all get to understand that why are we fighting? Why are we doing this? We have to live and die, and we are, yeah, for our own peace. That's why I always say, don't let your peace go away.
Yeah.
So
So what
many
happens if they
paradoxes.
don't help at all? If they don't help at all, they're saying we won't do.
That's what the drama is all about. That is what so much fear. I'm not saying that we don't live with that kind of fear. People do keep quiet because of that fear. That शांति बना के रखने के लिए जरूरी है चुप हो जाओ, जान दो, इग्नोर कर दो. We do that. We ignore stuff. We let it go because we want peace in our family, peace in our life. We want to just go with that routine. We don't want to change. And so it definitely. So I'll just share you an example. It is not easy for me also, but then I'm not saying that, oh, my life is such a better life. No, 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 no. It took me time to even say this to my husband once, that I don't want to live this kind of life the way we are living. Or when I'm hungry, I'm still cooking food for you, but I want the food for myself at this time. I'm hungry. I'm not selfish here, but I'm not, you know, um, how to say, a worker who is just continuously put to work just to earn that food. I'm not that kind of a person. I can have that food on time when I'm hungry because I have so and so things going on with me. So I want that. And to say this, it took me many years to even say this, to put these words rightly at the right place at the right time in front of that right person. I have to have that energy, that strength to encourage, to get out of my fear to say that. That is what I'm saying. And still, we do have so many other fears. One fight had been done, one battle is done. I have like another battle that will go on, right? We all have so and so battles. And that is what the important thing is. So he's saying, we make it difficult because we are the ones who limit ourselves. We are the ones who make our lives impossible and then blame everyone around us, our families, our friends, the government. Sometimes we blame God. But, huh, where is that? Yeah. We even blame God, but we are the ones who create a living nightmare for ourselves. We don't have to live our lives this way, right? This is another way of being, another way to relate to ourselves and to everyone else. And the way is love. To love is just a choice. We choose love or we choose fear. We cannot serve two masters. So he says we're trying to serve two masters, which is not possible. So humans claim to have free will, but is that really true? To have free will means that we have the power to make a choice. If we have the power to make a choice, are we really choosing to fight with our parents? Are we choosing to live a life of drama with our beloved or our children? Is that really our choice? Is it our choice to be angry or jealous? Is it our choice to say things that we don't want to say? and later feel guilty because we said this. It is our choice to do things that we don't want to do and then feel guilty because we did it. Is that really free will? So he says, I can assure you, if we have free will, if we really have the power to make a choice, the only choice is God, divine choice, love, right? The only choice is love and joy and happiness. If we don't make that choice, we don't have the power to make the choice, which means we no longer have free will, right? So we can recover free will, and it isn't difficult to recover unless we make it difficult. So life is very hard. Relationship are very hard. It is not working. It is because of us. We cannot blame outside of us. Today could be the most wonderful day of your life. Today is the perfect day to reevaluate your relationship with yourself. It is the perfect day to reevaluate your relationship with your beloved, with your mother, father, children, friends, job, business, employees. Perfect day to reevaluate your relationship with God. And today could be your wedding day. Are you ready for matrimony? So that is what one part of this is done, masters. Definitely we have, okay, one more part will be starting, but then I'll do it on the next time. It definitely has 6 pages to more to go. So it has, this chapter had 10 pages. It was not 2 or 3 pages, it has 10 pages. So I thought of doing just 5 pages today. So we are completed with the 5 pages. Now next 6 pages, 5 pages more basically, but it will come down to six, I think. Anyway, the point is, so this is what is very, very important to understand, that here they have actually told us about the unconditional love and the love that is freedom, love that is God. Love equals to freedom, freedom equals to God, God equals to divine energy and divinity. So anyone has anything to share, speak at this time, and then we can go into meditation. Yeah, it seems as if, everyone is thinking now, right? We all are thinking. So when I read this a little bit in the evening now today, definitely there had been things, it makes sense, if we just have love in our lives, we will not, fight, argue, or we will not judge anybody. We will say, okay, let them do whatever they want to do. Why are who we are to judge? Or why do we need to judge? Let us just, take care of ourselves, our lives, and my life is different from others. So I'm not gonna do that by like judging other people, or we are not going to do drama, right? So anyhow, that is what I want to say to you all, masters. All good. Anybody wishes to share anything at this time? If you all want to, you can unmute and say, Master. Some of them are already unmuted. All good. Anybody wants to say anything?
Yeah, Atmavandan to all. I would rather say when we start seeing everyone as a divinity of God in, other, I think with that understanding, we will learn to understand rather than react.
Yeah, that's what.
So to come to that understanding is most important, but we are always giving self-importance. We want everyone to do the way we want. We forget that they have their own restrictions also. So ultimately, that's what leads to the clash.
Correct.
But sometimes, if you are fortunate that you have a year trying to give understanding, the person may realize, oh, after all this, how nicely she has been understanding and cooperative.
Yeah.
But some people may take it other way. Anyway, she's like a slave of mine, so she should do whatever I say.
Why are we even thinking about it is because we have lived a life where we have been put to tests. We have been put to things that we don't wanted to do, but we still did because of societal pressure, familial pressures. And that is first thing that we have started our journey with all these pressures in mind. We did not marry for love, or we did not marry for, so they are not even saying, like, definitely we are talking about our own marriage, our own relationships, but we are also talking about the divine love, the union between us and him, the like God and us. And so that is the divine matrimony. When you become love, When you are full of love, what are you going to do? So what is God doing? He knows the God who is present all around us, which cannot be seen, but they let us do what we want to do. Certain things are maybe not okay for us, right? Certain things are that maybe, this is like I should not have, like if God, like basically, suppose anybody, you are doing something, but in God's eyes, maybe you did not have to do all those things, but God does not make you, stop you. They come to you with that energy when you are actually 360-degree away from your soul plan or purpose. Then that time, this Adi Bhautik, Adi Devik challenges come into your life, right? So the challenges are given by the physical world, or this world, or it could be from the divine energies. And that is how you are put on the right course because of them. But before that, like how we do for our children, once, twice, thrice, we let, suppose the children are fighting with us. No, I want to do this only. Don't force me to do what you want me to do. So we let them, okay, Baba, tu kar le, right? You do whatever you want to. But later on, what happens? Later on, one day, finally, we are out of sorts. We say, enough is enough. Now you do what I am going to say, what I'm telling you. You do that. And that is the way that God will not come and say, but He will put you on that right course with that Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, Adhyatmik Tap, meaning the temperature, the anger of the divine. I would not say that He becomes angry. He puts you, He clears you very smoothly to that right path. He does not show you His anger, but there are different. So I would say the Satan and God are two brothers who are there. So the divine says, I'm going to love my disciples, or I'm going to love all the creation of mine. Satan says, okay, you can love, but I can test them. I can give them temptation. I can give them greed. So like how we say, one is a very excited energy, one is a very passive energy or something, right? But it's not passive. God energy is the active energy going on. Even both are brothers, right? Siblings. But the point is, God says that I'm gonna give them freedom to do and choose whatever they want to. I'm going to let them do what they need to, what they want, and I'm okay with that because I have this love energy. I I am freedom, I give them freedom. Equality. But Satan says, no, you do what you want to do, but I am not like that, so I'm gonna test them. So then I'm going to give them challenges of so and so kind. I'm going to give them how fear can be used, how advantage can be taken, and how control, yeah, how I can control them with all these challenges around you. So SATN wins in some cases because of the fear. Many cases, I would say. But then, are we ready to lose that battle against that person, SATN, or are we going to go with that love, unconditional love? But it takes a toll on us by letting go and giving way to everything. But it will come to you one day in a hard way that you have to accept everything, masters. You have to accept and you have to let go. You have to keep quiet and you say, okay, okay is okay, and enough is enough. Let me just keep quiet and let them do what they want to do. Because you want peace. God's divine energy is peaceful. That is what we say. Love is freedom. Freedom is God. God is divine and divine is peaceful. Loving, unconditional loving, compassion and kindness, forgiveness and fortitude. That is what we have also learned in Only Love is Real, right? That book we did, Book Swadhyay. So that is what I want to say, masters. Yeah. We have to surrender our ego, but with the SATN, we cannot, because that energy will actually put us into ego. Why? And I'm going to manipulate. I'm going to not say. So then you have the urge to fight with your partners, with the one. God, why didn't you do such and such thing for me? Why did you put me to test? God has given you so much, but we don't see all that much. We say only with one, like why you took that away from us, why you put some challenge on us. But maybe it was not the divine who has given you challenge. It is the brother of the divine who has given you challenge. Just the test is going on to see how far you can go, how far you can go on the right path, how much you can endure, but still you can just go on the right path. That is also the test, right? So anyhow, thank you so much, everyone. And let us go into meditation. Yeah, mentally also, mentally. And that is the faith, so there will be testing times. What lessons have you learned? Have you learned your lesson or not? So that will be the time when the divine will come through and say, okay, your test, the final test comes through. You have been given so many challenges, and finally you pass the test. Somehow you pass the test. But now there's temptation will come in a package of every good thing, and God is going to test you. So that's what I'm thinking, that let us pass that test, masters. Let us pass the test, and let us understand that it is not that we need to love others. First, we need to learn to love our own self. Let us come into union with our own self. That is what the message of the book review today of these 5 pages is. So thank you, everyone. If we have no such sharing, let us go into meditation. Okay. So let's drink some water if you want to, and let us sit cross-legged with our feet crisscrossed like this. Okay. And let us clasp our hands and fingers and close our eyes, masters. Let us go within. As you take a deep in breath, masters, remember that you are the divine's child. When we say the divine's child is this unconditional love. Divine has given us so much, so many blessings, and we are grateful for the same. We are very, very thankful, grateful, and we find peace and blessings in our lives. The guidance comes through strong and clear. The divine says, be love. And when you become love, when you are the love, you always rise in love. You don't fall in love. That's the beauty of loving someone. And that someone can be you, your own self. So when you love yourself, you shed all your shadows. You shed all the dark aspects, emotions. You only remember that you need time to rest, and you take care of yourself. And you say, I just need to rest and relax. So take a deep in breath, masters, and slow out breaths. So keep your hands clasped, fingers into fingers, closing your eyes, relaxing your jaws, relaxing your tongue. Let us breathe in slowly, steadily, and let us let go of any heavy dark energy related to any fear, drama-based energies, any energies of people pleasing, any energy of something that bothers us. So every breath puts our body into a very energetic energy. Take your time, masters. Each and every breath makes you feel so. As you are inhaling and exhaling, remember you are the divine's child, and only those can enter the kingdom of God who are childlike. Take each and every breath to the fullest, masters. Take each and every breath seriously. Don't waste even a single breath. Every time you breathe in and breathe out, there's this life force energy that comes in, filled with life, love, peace, happiness, and joy. Just totally divine. So be with yourself. Be totally free. As you know, nothing comes easy. But when we are in that feeling of love, unconditional love, we tend to attract that energy that we are not ready to accept when we are with ego. We resist so much. So taking each and every breath deeply, masters, and slowly breathing out, letting go of any lower vibrational energies or letting go of any negative attributes. As you breathe in, you have your whole body becoming rejuvenated, relaxed. Relax your shoulders, your hands, arms. Relax your spine, your neck, throat, your hands and arms, and relax your lower half part of the body. Breathe in into your lungs and heart very deeply, and breathe in into your spine, your abdomen, your sacral chakra, and going down into your Muladhara chakra. Every breath brings a lot of healing into you. Take each and every breath, masters, and go into the deeper, deeper states of meditation, into the shunya. Let's go into the deeper states, masters, where everything seems so beautiful, so precise, so nice, so loving. Only love is present everywhere. Flowers bloom, birds chirp, the river flows, and we can all see the energy vibrating at a higher pace. And that is where we have the divine energies with us. Our creative flows starts. Masters. Now let us come back and slowly straighten up our spine, neck, and head. Let us return back into this beautiful physical world where we are all coming together for any task, anything that we do. We need this beautiful energy. And everything around us is the divine stuff for us that He shares with us. He loves us unconditionally. He lets us do what we want. And that is how we also should invite this love into our lives. And we have so much love for the divine, but to become one, to have this unconditional love in us, also states that we are now becoming divine. We are the divine, part of the divine. The Master, slowly straighten up your spine, your neck and head, and very slowly let go. And whenever you feel ready and comfortable, Masters, unclasp your hands. Keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Keep your hands down now. Let go. Masters, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. And it was really, really a very peaceful meditation. Thank you so much. Thank you. Gratitude, everyone.
Thank you, Madhuji.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So then I'm going to end the session now, Masters, and we'll meet tomorrow. But thank you and gratitude. And it was like, I was somewhere, I don't know where, but it was like peaceful. Yes, Sonalji. Yes, Sonalji. Namaskar. Pranam.
Atmanandam,
Madhavan.
all master. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. मेडिटेशन तो अच्छा रहा।
आप कर पाए?
हाँ, बैठी हूँ ना।
चलिए, वंडरफुल। आज बहुत देर तक हुई
तो
है।
मैं बैठ जाती हूँ, सब छोड़ छाड़ के बैठ जाते हैं।
वंडरफुल।
काम तो चलता है, काम को हम नहीं छोड़ सकते, काम को छोड़ना पड़ता है हमें, काम हमें नहीं छोड़ता है। तो फिर सोचा बैठ जाते हैं।
थैंक यू रानी जी।
मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है और क्वेश्चन है, जैसे कि हम जैसे हम गुस्सा कोई भी बात पे ऐसे जी नहीं बोले कि कर रहा है तो करने दो, वो होता है तो होने दो, फिर ऐसा नहीं होता कि हमारा लेसन रह जाए या ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है।
वो उस वर्ल्ड की बात कर रहे हैं जो अभी वर्ल्ड एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता। वो सोचने पे मजबूर कर रहे हैं कि हमारा खुद का यूनियन अगर ईश्वर के साथ हो तो कैसा हो। वो यूनियन प्रेम
अच्छा।
के बराबर है, प्रेम के जैसा है। हमारा यूनियन अगर ऐसा रहेगा तो ना हमें कोई लेसन सीखने की जरूरत पड़ेगी, ना हमें कोई कर्म करना
वो
पड़ेगा, ना ही कोई कर्म होगा, क्योंकि हर कोई एक दूसरे को समझेगा, हर कोई प्रेम को समझेगा, हर कोई उस समय
अच्छा।
को समझेगा जहां पर ना मैं एग्जिस्ट करती हूँ ना आप एग्जिस्ट करते हैं। मेरे और आपके
राइट।
बीच में कोई मतलब ना बराबरी है ना कोई दुराव है। मेरा मतलब है कि
बराबर।
ना हम कहीं किसी से दूर हैं, ना हम किसी से अलग हैं, ना हम किसी से
हर
ज्यादा
कोई
बड़े
अपने
हैं।
आप में यूनिक है, ऐसे बोल सकते हैं।
वो तो है, लेकिन ये प्रेम की बात है कि जहां पर सब लोग इक्वल हैं।
इक्वल है। ओके।
मैं अपने लिए कोई काम करूं या कोई दूसरा मेरे लिए कुछ कर दे, क्योंकि सबको एक दूसरे के प्रति प्रेम भी है। प्रेम की
ओके।
परिभाषा, को समझने की कोशिश, वो बता रहे कि
राइट।
प्रेम इतना दिव्य है कि जब वो प्रेम को हम आजादी मानते हैं या दिव्यता मानते हैं। प्रेम अगर ऐसा हो कि सब लोग अगर सबके मन में प्रेम हो तो किसी से कोई लड़ाई ही नहीं होगी, कोई काम ही नहीं होगा, क्योंकि जो मेरे पास है वो सबके
राइट।
पास है। सब आजाद है, मेरे पास जो है वो सबके पास है। सब
सबके
आजादी से
पास है।
समझते हैं। वो उस समय की बात कर रहे हैं।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। और मैं, है ना, 2 दिन से 3 दिन से ब्लू बर्ड दिखते हैं।
वेरी नाइस, वेरी गुड।
दोनों में दो ऐसे होते हैं।
हम्म।
और एक बार तो जैसे वो अपने आप को एक दूसरे का ऐसे चांच में चांच डालते हैं, ऐसे प्रेम करते हुए, नहीं ऐसे,
वेरी नाइस।
ऐसे दिखा एक बार। और बाद में तो उड़ते हुए ही दिखते हैं, और बहुत ऐसे।
देखिए वो लव की बात है, और एक दूसरे से प्यार की बात है, पार्टनर्स की बात है, कि दोनों पार्टनर्स ब्लू कलर के हैं दोनों ही। सॉरी मास्टर। दोनों ही उस प्रेम को समझ पा रहे हैं, एक दूसरे को मदद कर रहे हैं। एक बच्चा सह रहा होगा, एक बच्चे के लिए और माँ के लिए खाना लेकर आ रहा होगा, तो दोनों ही बातें हैं। लेकिन दोनों अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बहुत आराम से निभाते हैं। कोई ये नहीं करता कि मैं क्यों जाऊं, तेरे को भूख लगी मेरे को थोड़ी ना लगी है, ऐसे तो नहीं बोलते। वो क्या करता है,
ऐसे नहीं
बर्ड
कर
जाता है
सकते।
मादा के लिए जाके, वो भी इंसेक्ट्स ढूंढता है ना, चोंच में लेके आता है, उसके मुंह में डालता है। माँ क्या करती है, बच्चों के लिए बच्चों को खाना देने के लिए वो भी जाती है, न- उसका पूरा जो नेस्ट है वो छोड़कर, है ना। एक्सक्यूज मी। सो दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि क्या चीज हो रही है। तो वो दिखाया जा रहा है कि चाहे वो एक छोटी सी चिड़िया क्यों ना हो, वो भी अपने घर को बसाने के लिए मेहनत करती है। वो चिड़िया हो चिड़ा हो, दोनों एक दूसरे को मदद करते हैं, और कहते हैं कि भूख मुझे भी लगी लेकिन जाता है चिड़ा, राइट। या अगर सपोज
जानता।
किसी इसमें अगर सपोज चिड़ा को कुछ हो जाता है तो चिड़िया नहीं करेगी, करेगी, वो भी करेगी। तो बस वही है कि बिना ये समझकर कि मुझे काम दिया जा रहा है या काम हो रहा है, वो प्रेम के लिए करेगी, राइट। तो थैंक यू।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू सो मच।
Anybody else had a hand raise? I don't know. But thank you so much, Masters. So we'll end the session at this time today. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you so much. Stay blessed, stay happy, and stay vibrant, Masters. Thank you so much. Stay happy, healthy, and vibrant, Masters.